ease of use. These systems, this technology is now easier to use than the traditional systems. So a couple of points on that. Think about all those wonderful screens in your control room at the factory. When a person walks in from the street, they have no idea what any of it means. And you know what I mean when you have representations of your different machines, when different storage tanks and things like that, the piping that connects them. When you see all that stuff, it takes time to get trained to understand how to use this. Now, when you are presented with the opportunity to interact with artificial intelligence, whether you're typing or you're just talking to it, it's much easier to use. That's important. Now, I know that many of the production workers who work on the plant floor may be non-native speakers, and they may speak another language better. So this technology makes that real easy. You can ask your question in your native language, you get your response, and it's still focused on that topic. This is important.
So when you say I can talk to AI,
yes,
what does that look like? What device? Is that going to be on a dedicated computer? Is it going to be on my phone? Is it going to be some widget that we don't have yet at the factory? How's this happening?
Good question. Thank you for asking that. So it's all of the above, really. What we are working on right now is this technology that it originates on the servers. You think about the setup where the operator might come to work and they see a screen in front of them and there's going to be a pop-up window, and that particular screen obviously has a computer attached to it. So there will be some microphone and possibly some speaker. It depends on the environment. So you can talk to that through that computer at your workplace. There may be a gadget that's somewhere on your desk that is attached. So think about this in terms of Amazon Alexa and their Echo Show devices. They're very nice in terms of being able to hear what you're saying when you're not near them. And they have speakers that are powerful enough to produce the responses that you can hear well. And so you might have something like that connected to your computer at work, and you're just interacting with it. If you don't have any of this voice and audio peripheral equipment, you can just type it on your keyboard, right? The only catch here is that some production operators are not good spellers. I mean, it doesn't even take a production operator to be a bad speller. I've seen people that cannot spell basic English words up through the different office jobs. So let's just put that to rest. People are not good spellers. There are some who are very good at this, some who are not. And now, when you're not a good speller, it's actually harder for people to type all this. Maybe they're doubting themselves and they don't know how to spell a certain things. Well, just say it. If you have the voice input capability, it makes everything much easier. So that's the thing. We're not talking about the phone just yet because of a specific reason. So I'm not saying that a production operator coming to a factory will be able to just like take out their phone, talk to it, and then control the factory that way. It's because of the security involved between your phone device and the machinery at the factory. So that has to jump through hoops in terms of IT security. But think of you coming to that control room, and in the control room, you're able to talk to your computer. And that computer might be the same exact computer that you've been using yesterday before this technology came around. It's just now it's connected to the right tech, and now it's able to give you the insights. It's all about being connected in the age of digital transformation. So that's something I can talk on and on about, but with the production operators, I want to keep it easy with the terminology. And so you come to work, it's at your workplace.